Hi, everybody. My name is Carl, and welcome to today's webinar. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that is very dear to us: how to leverage analytics to ensure business success of your users. Because when executed well, client-facing analytics helps your customers make decisions faster and more confident, and helps them in their business tactics. Today, we're hosting an expert who has gone himself through the process of creating a great analytics experience for his customers, Joram Schuurman, Senior Customer Success Manager at 24sessions. And we're delighted that he's willing to share his learnings here with us in this session. But before I pass the floor to Joram, I would like to do a little bit of setting the scene myself. Because what does it actually mean to offer good analytics experience? Well, the best people to answer that are your platform users. And so for us to enable to find out how we can answer that question, we looked at more than 270 top SaaS tools on G2. And we looked at how their users perceived the analytics feature set presented to them. And what we actually found out is that 89% of these companies receive negative feedback on their analytics. And the top three most common complaints were: one, user experience is bad. It's too complex, often too difficult to use. Two, it doesn't present the data that users need. And then lastly, there's no way to tweak insights or even to create or edit reports to suit their own needs. So you may wonder, how can I do better? Well, a great customer analytics experience always combines three elements: personalization, but also premium user experience, and of course, it should drive end user business value. And in today's webinar, we'll deep dive into that last element. But what does end user business value actually mean? At its core, it means that you're helping your customers to make confident, more informed decisions quicker. And this in order for them to be successful in their business. And whether that goal is to improve efficiency, to drive sales, or make their clients happier, analytics helps them make the right decisions and gets them closer to business success. But of course, every SaaS business is different. And so today, Joram will provide you an example of what end user success looks like in their video conferencing solution, 24sessions. For them, it means three key items. It starts with showing the customer how video actually creates value for their business. And then afterwards, once they have proven clear ROI, they leverage their deep industry knowledge to help their customers look at the right data in order to make informed decisions faster. And then finally, they work with every customer to set specific and personalized goals and provide them with metrics to follow up, so that they can make the right actions later and help move their business forward faster. So without further ado, I'd like to pass the floor to our expert, Joram Schuurman.
Okay, thank you, Karel, for this introduction and this great intro. My name is Joram Schuurman. I'm Customer Success Manager at 24sessions. And at 24sessions, it's my job to successfully implement our software at our customers. Internally, I've been leading a part of the implementation of Comil into our product, and I'm very happy to share some of the learnings from our journey so far. So let's take a look at our product first to give you some context. 24sessions is a video-first customer engagement platform, and our SaaS platform is built to enable our enterprise customers to safely have video calls with their customers. So unlike Zoom and Teams, we really focus on customer engagement. Well, our customers are mainly financial institutions and large government organizations, which have a large focus on security and data protection, but definitely also a very large focus on data insights. And if you look at the three main product pillars of 24sessions, there are some functionalities before the meeting, like appointment booking module, functionalities during the meeting, for example, co-browsing, and the functionalities after the meeting. For example, review questions and answers and meeting transcripts. And throughout these three stages of the product, we collect a lot of data that we make available to our customers. So think about meeting duration, customer feedback, and for example, also lead time. So we at 24 Sessions are in the business of video calling with customers. And although video calling probably is a daily routine for most of you nowadays, in a B2C context, video is still not a mature channel. And in a B2C context, I mean companies having conversations via video with their customers, or government organizations having video calls with citizens. So 90% of our customers use video as a customer interaction channel for the very first time when they start working with us. So let's take a look at the challenge then, because most of our customers will pilot our video solution for, let's say, 6 to 12 months. And during this relatively small time frame, we need to prove our technology, so the stability of the platform, the quality of the video calls, and all the functionalities that we have. But this honestly is not our main challenge. The main challenge at first is to really prove the impact that video as a channel can make at our customers. So the question here is, of course, how do we prove this business value? Well, as said before, we gather a lot of data for each meeting that is held through 24 sessions. I named a few already, but also conversation topic, employee who's performing the call, and also, for example, the feedback scores that are given after the meeting by the customer. And it's my task as a CSM to make sure that the relevant data insights are consumed by the right stakeholders of our customers, so they can make or validate their business case for video. And it really depends, of course, per customer what insights are relevant. Banks have different interests than government organizations. But overall, looking at all of our customers, the most important, let's say, proof points to make the case for video as an interaction channel are efficiency, customer satisfaction, net promoter score, and definitely also decreased lead time. So if we simplify the stages that our customers go through after signing their first contract with 24 sessions, we can distinguish two phases. And this is a really basic representation. But the pilot phase, of course, is where it starts. And yeah, during this phase, it's really 24 sessions pushing data to our customers to prove the business value. And during this time, as you can imagine, video is just a very small part of the omnichannel mix of the customer. And with omnichannel mix, I mean they have lots of other customer interaction channels like email, phone that they're currently using. And at this point, video is just a very small part of that. So what we do is we try to push the relevant data insights to the right stakeholders in the organization. These people are mainly project leads or business leads that are responsible for a team. And with Cumul, we allow these different stakeholders to filter on their own team or specific region, and by that making the data as relevant as possible for them. So a practical example here, based on the data, typically we show business lead of, for example, mortgage department of a bank, that conversations through video save up 20 minutes compared to face-to-face meetings. So these kind of messaging, and this is just an example, is all aimed to prove the business value of video and of course also our technology. So after the pilot phase, hopefully we go into the scaling phase. So they will sign a contract for longer term. And at this point, the channel becomes mature, and hopefully a significant part of the interactions that they have with our customers will go through 24 sessions with video. At this point, the data becomes data critical, or business critical, I should say. So we typically see different stakeholders taking interest into the data, because this data is now used to steer business decisions. As an example, one of the largest banks in the Netherlands decided to offer certain conversation topics only via video, because the conversion and the efficiency had both improved compared to face-to-face. So based on the data we delivered, they really steered their business decisions. So to summarize this slide, first we prove, first as a push motion, because we prove our value of video to the business, and then pull, because video becomes business critical and decisions are made based on that data. and there we see a lot of more interest from the customer. So let's take a look at our journey. So how we tried different things to make our data insights consumable for our customers in the best way possible. So we started off with developed analytics. So basically in our product, we developed a reporting or a dashboarding tool which provided basic insights into the meetings. There was no interactivity. And also there was a barrier for decision makers, because decision makers or project leads typically are not the ones that do video calls, that host video calls, and they are not really used to log into the platform. Also, of course, it's very hard to maintain, especially when we were an early stage startup. Our focus was mainly on our core technology, which was video. So getting resources to improve the reporting functionality was not easy. Then we switched to the custom manual reports. So what we did, we created reports with our internal BI tool, and we sent them out on a weekly basis to our customers in a PDF. We made them very relevant for our customers because we tailored them to their needs. However, we realized that 90% of the customers actually wanted to have the same insights. So it was extremely time consuming because there was a lot of manual work involved there. So it was not really scalable for us. So then we switched to the standardized dashboards for all customers. Again, they were made in our internal BI tool, but there was just one template for each customer with almost the same data insights. This, of course, was very scalable, definitely less time consuming. However, there was no tailoring or filtering there, of course, because it was just a static PDF that we sent. And our customers just depended on us to send these reports once a week. And then we switched to Camille. On the left-hand side, you see a screenshot of one of our dashboards. And Camille turned out to be perfect for our pilot customers because the data was real-time accessible by everyone. It allowed for filtering and user permissions. And these user permissions are very important for us because we want to make sure that the right people see the right data. So an individual user only sees his own data. A project lead sees all data. And a regional manager only sees the data of that specific region. Also, it's very flexible for us because we can add widgets without the product team, right? So we don't need any releases or resources at all from the product team to make changes to the dashboards. Customer success managers at 24sessions can change that themselves. This was, of course, very tailored to the user needs. It's flexible, and it saved us as customer success managers around 2 to 4 hours per week. So the business case was pretty solid at our end. However, also here, there's still a potential barrier for decision makers to log in because, again, it's in-app. So we embedded the dashboard in our product. So also here, people that are not used to log into our platform might not be able to, they are able to see it, but they're not really used to go into the platform. And then basically our desired end result is that customers use our data API so that they have all the data at their end. For us, it's an upsell. So there's a financial incentive. It creates login for us. We give the customer full control over the data. And very importantly, they can combine the data streams of other engagement channels together. So with telephony or chat or email, so that it's all combined in one place. However, it will always work in tandem with Camille because individual users, and I think also area managers and maybe even project leads will still use Camille, our dynamic dashboard, as we call it, to get our data insights. So lastly, I talked about the data we gathered through 24sessions and how we enable our customers to consume the data that is relevant for them. So how do we know what data is relevant for each customer? Well, we, at the start of a project, make 100% sure that we understand the business of our customer. So this is really the most important thing, that we really understand what they're doing, what their objectives are. And together with them, we state objective KPIs that we can then track with our data insights. so NPS, CSAT, efficiency, and based on the customer specific goals, and definitely also on industry knowledge that we have, we know, of course, what data to focus, and we track this during the evaluation sessions with our customers, and also during QBRs. Here you see an example of one of our dashboards. I think lastly, let's take a look at what's next for us very shortly. I think one thing that we are looking at is to offer customized dashboards as an add-on, so against a premium. And also one thing we're really looking into together with Camille actually at the moment is to get notifications and goals into the dashboard so that it's easier to track the actual progress on the goals and KPIs. Thank you for listening. I'll stick around a little bit for answering questions. So please shoot.